Welcome to June. It's Death Spa, one of my favorite films. But first, there's a podcast I like called the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Today's Monday. Go check them out. And they do the best movies. And so every day of the month, we are picking a movie from their arsenal. Loved it as a kid. Love it even more as an adult. You can watch it for free on Tubi and another one. Ken Foray. The music, the pastels, the neon, the working out. There's not a weak link. I love Jamie Beardsley.
Come on, Jamie Beardsley.
When Joe Bob gives you the hint of what the movie's going to be, I did a live 3-camera shoot wearing my Death Spa t-shirt. Yes! This thing is packed. In this disc is film school. All right, buckle up. This is going to be a badass month. And it has the main ingredient that all modern horror is missing.
We have 18 breasts.
Death Spa. Day 2 of June, which is barefoot, choosing from the wonderful episodes of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I love this so much. The movie is great. The podcast episode on this is great. This can be a line in the sand. And that might even be an understatement. You might not be able to watch this. That's okay. The same for everyone. Shot for a teeny weeny $110,000, 16 millimeter. Sat for years without anyone seeing it. Remember when Errol Morris saved a guy from death row? Well, he also pretty much brought this to the world. He was the programmer for Telluride. He made a bunch of people watch Henry. Want to know something weird? Henry Lee Lucas, right down the street from my house, killed his mom, went to Chicago, and started this. Henry and Otis are played so well. It's half the reason it's unwatchable to some people. Tomorrow we're gonna have fun. One of the most important films of my childhood and of my film career. 1983's Lightning in a Bottle, Sleepaway Camp. This is day 3 of plucking from the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Robert Hilsnick is a genius. Ed French is a genius. You know what this is? If you studied all the slashers of 1980 and 1981, and then you studied all of the not popular live-action Disney movies, somewhere in there you have to take LSD. You combine them, and you get this. Rest in peace, Jonathan Tiersten. I know a lot of these folks. I used to be the number 2 Sleepaway Camp fan in the world, right behind Jeff Hayes. Can't beat Jeff. What up, Jeff? Jeff is the one who hooked up Felissa in my first feature. What up, Felissa? I love you. Karen Fields, Queen. All the dialogue, all the performances, the writing, it's perfect. So it's good. That's bullshit. This is perfection. Day 4 of Barefoot, checking out the Manic Movie Monday podcast. It's a good podcast, and this is a good movie. From 1984, Night of the Comet, Girl Power. This is pretty good. We're taking a break from the horror. It's not going to be all horror this month. Maybe 90% horror. And you know what? Some people consider this horror. I barely consider it sci-fi. I really like it. I think the first thing that comes to mind is 80s movie. We do have the end of the world and piles of human dust, and I guess it's kind of horror. It's PG-13, so that's strike 1. But that's it. That's the only thing bad I can say. Well, there is some clunky filmmaking. A few times you might go, wait, what? And now, but it's a 1984 movie. Have fun with it. It's free, multiple places. If you like 80s movies, it's got Kelly Maroney. If you like exploitation films, it's got Mary Warnoff. And it's got cool sisters. And the trials and tribulations of dust people, and a version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun that's so Cyndi Lauper, you'll almost think it's Cyndi Lauper. Hey there, day 5 from 1985. It's Slaughter High. I picked this out from the Manic Movie Monday podcast. We're doing it all month, and what a bummer presentation, because this was known for its box. Here, take a gander. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool movie. A little long, and it's only 90 minutes. It drags. It's one of those revenge movies, and I like it way more than the train one, Terror Train. A lot of revenge in the 80s. It opens super strong, and then it breathes until the 45-minute mark, and then a bunch of cool kills start. Like I said, I loved the beginning. It's got a wiener, and I loved the end. It's got a bunch of boobs. And we have claymation in an acid bath. Harry Manfredini scored this. This has Kelly Baker, which I love, and she was only in 3 Things in the World. A soap opera. She was one of the baddies behind the glass in Don't Open Till Christmas, and this. And then we have Joe Spinell's homie, Carolyn Monroe. They were good friends in real life. It is day 6, and Kelly Maroney and Mary Warnoff are back in Chopping Mall. All month we are going through the lineup of the Manic Movie Monday podcast, and today's for Julie Corman. It's 7:30 in the a.m. I couldn't get my outfit. I love seeing Julie Corman and little baby Jill Corman in the opening credits. Jim Wynorski, he's in the opening credits twice. And I love the Corman alum. They get their own title card, all 3 of them. Mary Warnoff, Paul Bartel, Dick Miller. There is so much little cult film history hidden in this thing. It's too good. Plus it has the 2nd or 3rd best exploding head ever. The best score, if you happen to be like a hipster vinyl person, you already know this. In my first feature, I had the Wam Profit Organization. We're talking all strings, brass, accordions, and I said I need 1, but I got it for a fight scene. I really dig Jim Wynorski, but I love Julie Corman movies. Day 7. Today we're going 50-50 because this movie rules. It kind of doesn't rule, but it's awesome. All month we're going through the playlist of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Tomorrow's Monday. Do you think they'll play this? Just kidding, they've already done it. And now we're doing it. 1983. Man, there are so many parts of this that I love. Well, I love Lou Gossett Jr., boy, but there is some imagery in this, to me, is film iconography. Mainly the arm floating where you can see inside of it. I used to think about that all the time. But the main one, and this gets clowned on, the shark floating, the 3D shot of the chillin' shark, but then it breaks it. I used to think about that all the time too. This is not on any of the free sites. Now, speaking of podcasts, I know that there's a How Did This Get Made of this. My friend and art director just told me they talked shit on The Return to Oz. That makes me upset, but this makes me happy. 1 week down, strip nude for your killer. Should I try to whisper it? YouTube's new scanning. They're going to see the title of this and hear me say it more than once. Strip nude for your killer. There's no way they'll show this to anyone. But we'll celebrate it because it's great. It's day 8 of us going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. You know what? We're going to do this live on air. Oh, maybe that's not a good idea. I got a message from them. Watch, it's a cease and desist letter. Let's just see what it says. New number. Who this? Anyway, this movie is amazing. You can watch it on the Tubi. This is from the Arrow box set, which I can't show you because there's another one we're going to do that's in here. But I have the extra layer of psychedelia dubbed. The mouth's not quite right. Nothing's quite right. Here's some more keywords for you, YouTube. Tons of murder. Tons of nudity. I would have liked 1 or 2 more scenes. A giallo. The first giallo. 1975, if you want to be fancy. A proto-slasher. Day 9. We got another 50-50. More like an 80-20. It's so good. It's just so clunky. But that probably adds to it, if I'm being honest, to the charm of The Legend of Billie Jean from 1985. I got the idea to cover this from the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Kind of the ultimate 80s movie. Soundtrack, they play Invincible by Pat Benatar so many times. I can't hear that song in the wild without thinking, fair is fair. And fair is fair. That's why I can't just 100% say, this is awesome, but it is awesome. Gleaming the cube adjacent, everyone in the movie. Not just the standard 80s rule, anything with Keith Gordon in it is good, which is true. Everyone. Especially Richard Bradford, the bad guy. Oh, he has the best face. The Crossing Guard, written and directed by Sean Penn. Fair is Fair edition. Commentary by Helen Slater and Yeardley. It is on Tubi, so you can enjoy this too. Day 10. It's Nightmare Sisters by Vinegar Syndrome. We're going through the episodes of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. David Dakota. You have no idea how much I love David Dakota. Michelle Bauer, the Nag Quigley, Frank Stevens, the 3 of the screamiest, queeniest scream queens. I'm going to need to re-listen to the commentary by Fred Olen Ray and Jim Wynorski, aka Newt Wallen and Jason Jason Heath, because I need to know why we have Michelle Bauer and Brink Stevens, and where is Linnea Quigley? I'll get to the bottom of that later. All my friends have heard me say this a million times. I want to remake this and play it straight. No jokes, no sound effects, no hamming it up, and that's part of the fun. I love those things. The only thing I don't like is the cold open. It's nowhere online. You can rent it or you can watch it for free on Rumble. Should I upload this to our Rumble? We have a Rumble. I've never put anything on it yet. Everything I just said, I've said before. Minus the hot tub screen party. That's what makes this original. And did I tell you I love David Dakota? Day 11 of Old Barefoot, dipping into the Manic Movie Monday podcast. The House on Sorority Row. Classic. I've got the MVD VHS throwback. Still kind of on the fence about that. But it's cool. Horror, Rewind, Melt. You can watch this 3 different places for free. This, I kind of forgot how well made it is. Its DNA is like half slasher, half ass end of 70s Hollywood horror. Like The Omen, Body Snatchers, The Fury. And I think Mark Rossman is a great director. All he does is Disney. For years, it's all he does is kid stuff. It'd be cool to see him dip back into this. Cast is amazing. Score is amazing. And the band, 4 out of 5 Doctors, so many good set pieces. And I love when she's drugged out psychedelia at the end. And Kate McNeil, powerhouse performance. Reminds me of the girl I lost my virginity to. Super goody two shoes, but always dipping her toe into danger. I wish it was day 13, but it is Friday. Friday the 13th, part 3. All month we are choosing from the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Universally, 2, 4, and 6 are like everyone's favorites, and I promise you I'm not being a good contrarian. 3, 5, and 7 are my fucking favorites. They're all bonkers. They're all entertainment value to the max. Best song. Plus, I love that it comes back in the convenience store. Disco Mix is playing when they meet the motorcycle gang. Those 2 guys and the girl were essentially Superman 2 in Friday 3. And I love when they're driving up to the place, they drive by Friday the 13th part 2. You see them putting the bodies. We get the mask. I guess that's what most people know this for. This is some blue collar ass American horror. I have tons of friends that are too artsy to like mainstream popcorn garbage malarkey. And hopefully we will have Friday the 13th part 13 official name because there's a spec script written by this dumb shit. Day 13, and we basically got the PG-13 version of Slumber Party Massacre. We're going through all the movies of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. This movie is a mindfuck. There's so much greatness and so many dropped balls, but it's fun. I love the look, the feel, the colors, the sounds. Too bad it was mismanaged. I haven't said this in a long time. The making of Sideboot Massacre is called My Burger's Weird. Cult Royalty. We got Psycho 3 and Friday 5 and Friday 7 and Society and Heathers and Malibu Express and Easy Money. Courtney? Not my Courtney. Courtney's been beating off guys since the 5th grade. Within these walls, perfection. Outside of these walls, the biggest case of revisionism history ever. I still love it for all its flaws. And I love Atanas Illich. I've had a dream since either 99 or 2000 that Atanas Illich would fund either one of my brother's movies or one of my movies because, you know, Detroit. You can watch this on a bunch of the free ones. Today we're going with a little JP Simone. Slugs! We're going through all the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes, and this is what popped up today. Want to know something real quick? Sidebar? Is that allowed? This is a Roger Corman classic. I just did my laundry, so if I throw in that disc, first thing I see is this. But then if I press play, first thing I see is this. Slugs. Free on Amazon. The gore is amazing. The miniatures. I love the way the characters interact. I think he gets his chops busted at times. I sincerely love it here. When he's talking to his secretary and she doesn't get right on it, and he's like, hey. She's like, huh, wipe my head off. I love this little interactions. Oh, so this has this, pretty well known. This, super popular online. No one gives props to the OG Corman New World still photograph of the girl on the bathroom floor with the slug. But I'm here to tell you, that damn thing rules. Day 15 of June, it's Copycat. We're going through all the movies of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Today, we're rocking the VHS. This is pretty good. I've never seen Copycat until about a year ago. I remembered bits and pieces of it. This is 1995, and we had cable then. We were a family without cable for a long time. I'd always had a VCR, and so I've seen bits and pieces of this. But anyways, I just saw it for the first time like a year ago, and so this was my second viewing, and it was pretty fun. I was in the mood for big budget, kind of shitty, but kind of awesome Hollywood serial killer movie. Hey, do you like Silence of the Lambs? Copycat. Harry Connick Jr. is awesome in this, and I wish he was in the whole movie. The cast is pretty good, like the main four principals. You can watch this for free on Plex and YouTube. I just watched it on YouTube. I was working in the other room today, didn't have the VCR, so I went with the option that you might be going with. We're the same. Copycat. I'm copying you though, so don't get offended. Day 16 of Barefoot, going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Today's Monday. Today they dropped Primal Rage, no Academy Awards. And Shelley Duvall, Worst Actor. Stanley Kubrick, Worst Director. The Razzies that year. Oddly enough, guess who won Best Actress this year? Sissy Spacek. I hope they went out for drinks. Literally, you want to be first place or last place. Beautiful. Steadicam. Scatman Crothers. Wendy Carlos. Helicopters. Bear Blowjobs. Naked Ladies. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That is literally the opposite. I will never do anything with anyone. All I want to do is work. All work and no play makes Jason a good boy. Oh, speaking of, here's to 14 miserable years on the wagon and all the irreparable damage that it's caused. This Shelley Duvall performance is not only one of the best ever. Watch her in the car on the way to the Overlook. She is so damn good looking. Hey there, day 17 of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Today, we're talking 1989 Andy Sedaris, produced by his wonderful, beautiful wife, Arlene Sedaris. Now, this is Savage Beach. You might remember this. Today's 89. We flipped it to 98. It was day 29 of 90s November. Homemade family films, big budget, 35mm, made by themselves, true independent films. This is a B-. He has quite a few A+. Actually, I like Return to Savage Beach more than Savage Beach. I should have been wearing my Sedaris t-shirt for this. But briefcase explodes, and that is the highlight of this movie. You can watch this for free right now on YouTube. Action Movies Now, I think it's called. A lot of boobs, a lot of guns, and we're talking 80s guns, so like Uzis, a lot of tropical stuff, and Uzis. If you want to watch another weird movie, we just released Personalities, written and directed by Tori Wells. Stop hogging my screen time. See you tomorrow. Day 18, Communion, Holy Terror, Alice, Sweet Alice. What a great picture. We are currently going through waxing on and waxing off of all of the Manic Movie Monday podcast. And this is an Alfred Soul masterpiece. Super independent film. Period piece. Who does that with no money? 1976 takes place in 1961. Very religious. If you couldn't tell from the first two titles, it's missing a lot of the elements I like in a horror picture. I can forgive it. This is almost more of an art film. I see people put it in sleaze and schlock, and I'm like, do you even know what movies are? Of course, it has Paula Shepherd, 19 years old, playing a 12-year-old. A great 70s film and an amazingly shot movie. Every camera angle is perfect. And when the ant bleeding out on the curb from that above shot, it's too good. Let me check this odoriferous. It's day 19. I could tell right away. Harold and Maude. We're going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. They've got a bunch of cool episodes, and we're picking 30 of them to represent. Hal Ashby, one of the kings. Love it. I never knew this was popular till about 2000, maybe a little before, like college, like all through high school. I thought this was a movie no one had ever heard of. I'm just a regular bloke, but I come from an eccentric family, and so I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought this was just for weirdos. Turns out, it's so many people's favorite movie. 1971. It's perfect. This is for free right now on YouTube. Am I a Cat Stevens fan? I don't even know who that is. Have you ever played Barefoot's movie trivia on YouTube? Best breaking the fourth wall ever. That opening shot, 3 minutes and 21 seconds, unbroken take, the whole credits. Hal Ashby. Who has a cameo in this at the very end at the carnival? When I was a kid, Well, this is day 20. We're going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. This is what I picked. We're entering the 20s. But when I was a kid, I was told I wouldn't like this. And I listened, I guess? I don't remember. So I went on with my bloody birthdays and anything with boobs. Way post film school. I have 3.5 kids, adult. I finally saw Phantasm. This is so good. And there's boobs in the opening scene. So my friend's big brother that said we wouldn't like this might have been too heady for him and he was a dum-dum. But in the last 10 years of my life, I've seen it quite a few times and I love it. Don Coscarelli, genius. Wrote, directed, produced, edited, shot. Everything. Trippy, psychological, dreamlike, fantastical, inner turmoil. And even if you're not into horror pictures, there's a good chance you'll like this. It's free on a couple of the free ones, and that's that. Day 21 of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Now, we've been doing this project for 8 months, and we can't have repeats. That means they have a lot of cool episodes that we can't cover. For example, just last month in the May 80s, we did The Last American Virgin and Dead and Buried. You can go listen to those episodes. We can't have them on this month. Halloween 3, Fire Walk With Me, Zombie, Evil Dead Part 1. Now we did this month already cover, but we can't do Slumber Party Massacre 1, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Pieces, Blood Rage, Night of the Demons, Nothing Underneath, Reform School Girls, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th Part 5, the best one, Piranha, and one of the best films of all time, New York River. And if you feel gypped by today's free space, here's a picture of me in all leather and mesh. Day 22 of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast, and today's Tenebrae. Such a good movie. Argento family affair, produced by his dad and brother, written and directed by Dario Argento. If you put a gun to my head, I'll probably say Creepers / Phenomenon. But that's favorites. Best is either Deep Red or Tenebrae, and I think I gotta go with Tenebrae. This has the best set pieces between the shoe, the roof, the arm. My personal favorite, gets overshadowed by those three, is the teenage plumber dog scene. One of the best pieces of cinema ever. 1982. Plus this one has Eva Robbins and John Sexton and Dario Nicolodi and best song. And don't you love that it's diegetic in the roof scene? Wah la la wah, wah la la. It's going forever. You think it's film score. That's what diegetic means. It means the actors hear it too. But then finally she goes, turn that down. In film theory, they say the Italians have a strange relationship with sex and sexuality. You wouldn't know it from this. Just kidding. It's probably because of things like this. Day 23. Torso. Oh, too bad this wasn't a full body green screen. I could wear green pants and I would just be a torso. Sergio Martino. This is pretty cool. Torso. It's Italian. All this month we are going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. Torso. Very atmospheric. Sweet locations. Beautiful women. Gnarly murders. You can watch it on Tubi, but you're going to have to be a bougie hipster and read your screen. I have Arrow and dubbed to take care of that. It adds to the craziness. I still can't believe some people are split on that, but what do I know? Torso. It's a giallo. 1973, and it's day 23. Dawn Dr. Pepper Michael Jordan. We're going to kick his ass all over Dreamland. Day 24. We're going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3. The Dream Warriors. It's everyone's favorite. I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of cool set pieces and a lot of very memorable parts in it. Marionette, the Junkyard, the Hall of Mirrors, the Welcome to Primetime, bitch. This is the one he turned into Too Short. Bitch! And Tugwagon Freddy in the mirror. People zap into those things and they're like, dude, the Dream Warriors is awesome. It is definitely not in my top 3. Fuck this movie. And I'll tell you another thing. From backwoods Michigan headbangers, we listened to Slayer and Huffed. Dokken is not cool. Dokken was never cool. There's so much revisionism going on. Even in Search of the Darkness 80s, everyone's like, yeah, that song. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dokken? That's like Winger. That's like Whitesnake or Poison. Fuck docking. We do get to see John Saxon drunk, fight a claymation skeleton, and we get to see him fluff down to Earth and says, I crossed over. Add those to the cool list. This director sucks ass. He made Eraser and Mask, the Jim Carrey movie, and even the good actors in this movie can't act in this movie. It's almost as bad as A New Nightmare, which is definitely last place. It's probably not second to last, but it is not better than 4, 2, or 1. I didn't even look up where you could watch this. Don't watch this. Watch part 4. Rennie Harlin can direct his ass off. Nightmare whole series almost gets to cheat. It gets to be very artistic because it's dream logic. You want to impress me? Do dream logic in real life. Day 25 of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast. They did the whole Porky's trilogy. Luckily for me, I have that. Porky's, awesome. Porky's 2, not awesome. Porky's Revenge, pretty good. We used to make fake part 2s. I love Porky's 2 The Next Day, the title. Porky's 2 The Next Day should have been a complete shift. Prison drama, but it would be a county jail drama because when they pulled down Porky's, a bunch of people died. So it was a gritty drama with gay butt sex. Would have been awesome. Bob Clark, one of the most interesting careers ever. So different. But I forgot how much heart and story. Everyone knows it as this sleazy movie, and that's like maybe 15 to 20% of Porky's. Porky's Revenge, the craziest thing about that is Blossom. So many 80s movies would be like, look at that fucked up girl. More times than not, I would be like, that's the girl. Way worth it, not worth it. Welcome to day 26 of Barefoot, going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. Today, I chose Misery, coming to you on VHS. I hope this isn't too soon. Rob Reiner made awesome movies, and I'm not just saying that because he said that he hated Corey Feldman. Well, he didn't say that he hated Corey Feldman. I shouldn't say that. What did he say? He's a compulsive liar and a manipulator, and I don't care for him. Something like that. I'm right there with you, buddy. This is an amazing Stephen King adaptation. Everyone knows Misery won dang awards. And everyone will tell you Kathy Bates, James Caan, phenomenal. Richard Farnsworth in this movie, in every movie, is amazing. I know Stephen King said, I think it was more about Stand By Me. Rob Reiner was the best who ever adapted my work. Don't let Mr. Garris hear that. But he directed Misery and Stand By Me. So they were a good team. And those were two good pictures. And fuck Corey Feldman. Today is day 27. It's tough turf. I can't find my VHS copy. This is literally from our Instagram. Original Tough Turf too, not those reissued bullshit. Of course, it's June and we're going through all the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. We only have a few days left. And I didn't want to pivot. I wanted Tough Turf. What a crazy-ass movie. It's probably the best, worst movie of all time. It's New World. It's Roger Corman. Everyone seems to be wrong. Like the wrong characters are in the wrong wardrobe with the wrong makeup. Lots of music. Especially the first time at the warehouse. Everyone's dancing the wrong way to the wrong song. Nothing fits. And it's beautiful. I love it. Perhaps it's nostalgia. It's got a great cast. I forgot how MTV this was. Just a driving scene. Cut, car, sign, car. Crazy. And the director made Tough Turf right after he directed Children of the Corn. It's day 28. We only have 3 days left of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. So the next 3 have to be very picky. We're going to start at the biggest, and then you don't know which way the arrow is going to point. Stylistically, awards like this, favorites, best, there's no telling. Silence of the Lambs, factory sealed. I have 2 copies. I don't have the cover for it. Ha! Roger Corman. I love this movie. Everyone loves this movie. I almost didn't put it on the list, but then I thought Corman alum. You know when they do the lists of the top alum, now they include Jonathan Demme and Joe Dante. They were on my list. The big list, fuck all those guys. Especially fuck James Cameron. I like Jonathan Kaplan and George Armitage. But my 2 favorites are Carl Franklin and Jonathan Demme. You can't get a better success story. It's a great movie. I hope I just filled the whole time without even mentioning one thing about the movie. Go Jonathan Demme. Day 29 of going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. It is the ultimate Sedaris movie, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It's on this box set, but I have it. I actually just got this for my birthday because my people know it's the greatest. It is the top tier Sedaris. I don't even really like action pictures. They're okay, but they're like way down on the list for me. Not these. It's a whole different world. This type shit. And this is damn near infamous. You can watch it for free on Tubi right now. It used to be like way back in the day, like Friendster, MySpace, Razor Blade Frisbee was the number one thing. That's all anyone talked about. In a movie with like 12 of those. And nowadays, I see it, I don't know about every week, at least every other week. I see the skateboarding blow-up doll Bazooka, and I see the ride the motorcycle through the wall and Bazooka the snake. It seems like those are the two biggies nowadays. But when Shades dies from the Razor Blade Frisbee, slow-mo, there's nothing better. So many things get blown up by a bazooka. We got Uzis, Chinese stars, nunchucks, tons of boobies, and the dopest song ever. They only play it like they don't play it enough. They don't play it enough. Beautifully shot. It's a whole Sedaris family affair, and it's one of the most quotable movies of all time. From the envious neon yellow pea to the go deep, white guys keep up. Great ass, Pilgrim. Put those two guys in their boat in the shredder and then beat them to the fish. Credits come down. It's just perfect. And one of the girls is a film fanatic that's quoting movies the whole time. She has a Malibu Express poster. He's got his own movies within this movie. Malibu Express has a Shanna McCullough cameo. But that's so dope to have his own posters. It's unstoppable. Hear the buzz? Stop making fun of Wiener or I'm gonna fuck your brains out. I don't like the sound of that. Day 30, the final day of Barefoot, going through the Manic Movie Monday podcast episodes. Not all of them, there's tons. We just picked out 30 of the 30 awesome ones. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Fred Olin Ray, one of the best in the game. The greatest at a film commentary. His mind is unmatched. I'm slightly ashamed that I only have 5 Retro Media Blu-rays. All of them have a commentary. You can skip film school. Want to know a secret fun fact? Aaron Dawn and Hillary, the two that do the Manic Movie Monday podcast, Kid Aaron Dawn, is an on-screen trick-or-treater in Jacko. The movie, amazing, fun, noir, comedy, horror, titties, everywhere, schlock, sleaze, DIY, homemade, 35 millimeter. Michelle Bauer, Linnea Quigley, can't go wrong with them. And this is infamous. This also just isn't underground cinema. I mean, it is, but it's got crossover appeal. It got top 10 of the best B. It was in the top 5 of the best B movies of all time. All right, that's it. June is done. No, it's the era.